Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game from Scratch, and today we are looking at ShipMaker. What exactly is a ShipMaker? This is probably the quickest way to create shmup or shoot 'em up style sprites. Basically, if you need to create a bunch of jet or airplane sprites, this is about as fast as you're going to find. And this is a new tool from Kenney.nl. He's also done one of these for creating like platformer style characters. We'll look at that very quickly today. I looked at that in the past. So it's going to be a quick video because this is a very straightforward tool to work with. It is hosted up on SHMUP-Style. You can see it in action right here. By the way, I did notice one small thing about it. It catches your keyboard input, so you can't do Control plus and Control minus to zoom your window. You actually have to go up to the menu and do it that way, which is just a small glitch. Anyways, the entire idea behind this is you create ships out of parts. So you're mixing them together from a bunch of prefab parts. So you see here we've got wings. We can pick different wing styles like so. So if you want propellers, you can have propellers like so. If you want to have a little bit more swept wings, you can do so as well. If you want to position them, say slightly further back, you can do so right here with this guy right there. Not sure what the center of the, oh, it resets it back to the center point. That makes sense. So you can move things around on the sprite that way positionally. You got control over the various different bits. So you've got under the wings. So if you've got missile hardpoints or whatever, or lasers or guns, you can create things that way. You got control over a variety of different cockpit styles again. Some things you can move where it doesn't make sense. Some things it does make sense. You can move them back and shrink them down like so. You've also got control over the tail. Now this doesn't actually have a tail, so I don't know what that's actually going to do. Oh, it's over top. So I guess we could do that. We can shoot that off the back of the plane. No, you crop to the end of the plane. All right, so there's limits what you can do based off the base that you started with. And then, of course, we've got another set of like engine mounts or gun mounts. I'm not sure exactly what these are. But you basically can use all of these things together to create a variety of different things. And you'll notice over here, you've also got control over the colors. So the currently selected object, you've got 5 secondary or 5 sets of colors to work with on that one. So let's go here. We'll switch that one out to a blue, and you'll see there. So we've got so you've got 5 colors to your primary object, I guess you could say. So let's make that one darker so you can see the end results there. You've also got control over the outline of your shape. So for example, I'll come up here. I can have it draw thin, thick, so on. So depending on your sprite style, you may want to have like a lighter outline like so. Now, if you had gone with an airplane with propellers, I'm not sure where here, I think the propellers are right here. So you'll see that you've got multiple propellers. Well, that can actually be exported out as a variety of frames. So you can export out. So we got a couple different options here. You can export out a sprite sheet, a single frame, or an animated GIF. And we're going to head on over here and take a look at each one of those. So we've got the sprite sheet right there. You can see each oops, did not mean to rotate that. All right. So you see here you've got, it's hard to show up, but you can see the propellers are being animated in this particular scenario. At the same time, we can come back here. Let's go down here and look at the, come on, the GIF. So you can see the animated version of it. Or you should see the animated version of it. This might be a preview or issue, so we'll get that way. And then, of course, we have the individual frame output as a PNG, like so, ready to drop into your game of choice. So you can have all the individual frames of animation. That's only going to apply if you've got a propeller at this point in time. So each one of those frames will be shown in the sprite sheet there. Another thing you can now do is also save it. And what this does is gives you basically a unique string. You can copy that one, or you can also load things. So basically, I could come in here, pick a new ship, and I come back to load. And basically, I'll just drop in that, and then we're back to our original creation. So you can now save and load and share with other people by using a unique string structure at the top there. And as you saw earlier on, you can also randomize, so quickly create a variety of different shapes, sizes, colors, positions, and so on. It's basically randomizing all the aspects of the creation to give you ships in a very fast manner. Now, one thing to be aware of with his licensing on this one, Kenney is on a bit of a crusade. More and more people are joining him every day. But if you do check out the license, basically, you can use for personal, education, commercial projects of any kind, strictly excluding those related to or containing non-fungible tokens, so-called NFTs, or blockchain-related projects. So basically, if you're going to use this tool to create NFTs, you can't. So that's actually kind of an interesting thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a standard open source anti-NFT license at some point in the near future, because this seems to be turning into more and more of a movement. People just hate NFTs. So if you're interested in check this one out, it's available at Kenney.io. And you'll notice he's also got this one, same problem. I can't use Control Plus or Command Plus to zoom. I actually have to come in here and actually zoom in that. Well, actually I just zoomed out there, but you get what I mean. The keyboard input is all being captured. I believe this is ultimately a Unity application, but that's the only bug I've found. This is the same basic premise as the other one, exact same kind of structure and so on. But the difference here is you're making characters, a variety of different locations. Hey, we've got hats. We got definitely more hats than we used to. So let's give this guy a cowboy hat. Yeah. And let's change the color of the cowboy hat. Yeah. So you can see here, you can quickly create characters. Again, it has randomized as well. So you can create a variety of different animated characters at this point. One of the things I hope to see added with this tool is multiple different animation sets. So you can bring down, again, you're creating a sprite sheet. So let's go check that guy out right there. But all you're getting in this particular case, it's hard to tell, but it's the walk frames of animation. It'd be cool to add like jump, shoot, die, roll, whatever else, other animation types to the character creator. That'd be very, very cool to see that in the future. Because right now you can only really create walking characters using this tool. At the same time, I'd love to see that with this tool as well. So we've got the animation for the propellers. I'd love to see like jet contrails coming out the back. That would be another neat thing for the animation side of tools. But again, those are things you could easily add yourself. Not this one. Creating new animation frames like shooting and so on, that would be tricky, and it is a limiting factor of this particular tool. But for a shmup-style game, you don't really need that much animation. If you want to add a jet on the back, you can easily just do that in post, I guess we could say. But with this guy, adding different animation options would be very, very cool. Hopefully you get to see that added in the future. Again, this one is hosted up on itch.io as well, under the exact same license, by the way. Oh, and these all have dark mode as well. So if you are working at night or don't want the screen glare or whatever, you can turn on dark mode right there. And they both use the same save and load system now. This was just added to, is this Creature Mixer? I forget the exact name of this guy. But I'll show you it in just a second. Because if you're interested and you've never heard of Kenney at this point in time, well, that's impressive. If you want to talk to him, he's on our Discord server. Pop in and say hi. But he's created, oh, it's Creature Mixer. Okay, so Creature Mixer. And then we've also got the one we just looked at today for creating shmups. So those are available under tools. But he's also got a ton of assets available out there as well. And a few other tools, which I have covered in the past, including Asset Forge. This one's new. Oh, it's discontinued. Never mind. This one's old. So we've got Ken Shape and Asset Forge in addition to ShipMaker and Creature Mixer now. And again, a number of assets as well. And if you want to support him, you can buy some of his packs or some of his tools, etc. Kenney has been giving a ton of free stuff to the industry for a very, very long time, including, again, these two new tools. So we got ShipMaker and Creature Mixer, both really kind of cool tools, very purposeful in what they do, but definitely worth sharing. So today we looked at ShipMaker and a little bit at Creature Mixer. Let me know what you think of both. Comments down below. Also, if you want to throw in a bit of a comment about NFTs and your support for or against them, hey, I won't complain. All right, that's it. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.